YouTube, what's good? It's Michael back here with another gameplay video on it. And I'm actually gonna do my redemption run of Jeopardy for the PS3. Of course, I played a lot during my summer series back in the summer, and I haven't done a run for this game since last year. Figure I'd get back in the swing of things here. Hopefully I can start a run for Jeopardy.
Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Rivette.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Animals.
Okay.
Easter. All about authors. Top 40 hitmakers.
Ooh.
Alliteration allotment. And ships. A lot of clues, a lot of categories.
Top 40 hitmakers for 200.
At 12:30, young girls are coming to the canyon. And California Dreamin'. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is the Mamas and the Papas?
Right you are. Player 1. Pick again.
I'll choose the top 40 hitmakers for
Brother
100.
Love's Traveling Salvation Show. And Sweet Caroline. Player 1.
What is Neil Diamond?
You got it. Player 1. What would you say? And Crash Into Me.
That I don't know.
Here is what we wanted. The Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, yeah.
Player 1. Back to you. Saturday Night Special and woo, Free Bird.
One of my all-time favorite rock groups.
It's player 1.
What is Leonard Skinner? Jacksonville, Florida's rock band. Yeah, they are from Jacksonville, Florida, if you didn't know. I'm sure a lot of you know that. But figure I share that for those of you that don't know.
Harry Truman and 25 or 6 to 4.
What is one of my favorite all-time soft rock bands, Chicago?
Player 1. Player 1, back to you.
Easter for 200.
1916's Easter Rebellion against British rule was centered in this capital city. Okay, player 1.
New Delhi?
Sorry.
Oops, that's alright.
Anyone else? Okay, player 3. Player 3, you start us off. These fundraising stamps for disabled children were first issued in 1934. The correct response is Easter seals.
Oh yeah, hello.
Player 3, back to you. Sarah?
Named for when it was first visited, Easter Island, with its giant stone statues, is a territory of this country.
Yes, player 1?
I think it's... No, it's... What is Peru?
No. Any other takers? Here's the correct response. Chile.
Oh,
Player 3, back to you. This Hollywood landmark began observing its famous Easter sunrise service in 1921. Okay, player 1.
what is the Hollywood Bow?
Player 1. This location's first Easter egg roll was on April 22nd, 1878.
What is the White House?
Let's hear it, player 1. You again, player 1.
I'll take animals for 200.
Let's go over to Kelly.
One in every 6 known bird species makes its home in this rainforest.
I'll say, what is the
Player
Amazon?
1. That's correct. You
Animals
again, player
400.
1.
Sputniks 5, 6, 9, and 10 carried these animals into space.
Let's hear it, player 1.
What is monkeys? Oh well.
Anyone else? Here's the response we were looking for. Dogs.
Hello. That's alright.
You again, player
Got
1.
one of these odorous animals, also known as a polecat, as a pet? Call your humane society to make sure it's legal.
What is a skunk?
Player 1. Please pick again.
Critters of the Pleistocene epoch include the mammoth and this breast-toothed relative.
Here's the correct response. The mastodon.
Mastodon, okay.
Select again.
Dachs, as in Dachshund, is German for this burrowing animal.
Here's the correct response. The badger.
Oh, the badger, yeah.
Player 1, you pick again, please.
Ships for 200.
The submarine USS Nautilus was the first ocean-going vessel to use this form of power.
What the hell? I'll give it a try.
Here's player 1.
What is electric power?
Any other takers? Here's what we wanted. Nuclear power.
Oh, okay.
You get to pick it.
400
In
ships.
1838, the Sirius became the first steamship to cross this ocean using steam power alone. Yes, player 1?
The Atlantic Ocean? That's what I thought.
Player 1. On a sailing ship, these can be bunt lines, downhauls, or sheets. Here's the correct response. Ropes.
Okay.
Player 1, you pick again, please.
800.
Apollo 15's command module was named in honor of this ship commanded by Captain James Cook. Here's the response we were looking for. Endeavour.
Endeavor, yeah.
You again, player. Before its name was changed, this ship of Sir Francis Drake was known as the Pelican. Player 3.
Bounty? It ain't Bounty.
Any other takers?
50-50, let's give it a
It's
try.
Player 1.
What is the Half Moon?
No.
That's alright.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, player 2. Player 2, you start us off. In basketball, This ball handling infraction will cost you possession.
What is
It's player 1.
double dribble?
A lot of clue. A condition of low priority. In a cooking phrase, it usually follows on the... Here's the correct response. Back burner.
Oh, okay.
Select again. You'll get a charge over this critter, an Amazon river dweller that can pack a 650-volt wallop. Player 3? That's correct. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as... Jimmy?
Water vapor and ozone are two of these gases, collectively known as GHGs, which keep heat from escaping the atmosphere.
Yes, player 3? That's right.
Yeah, greenhouse gases.
You get to pick again, player 3.
She found the daily double.
It's the daily double. Player 3, you're in last place, so let's see if you can quote player 3. Please. Okay, here is the clue. RR, as a description in mail delivery. That's correct. We return to you, player 3. In the early 1920s, she scandalized Atlanta society by doing a provocative dance at a debutante ball. Yes, player 1?
Margaret Mitchell?
Player 1. Mark Twain said, "I came in with this in 1835. It is coming again next year, 1910, and I expect to go out with it." He did. Here's the response we were looking for. Halley's Comet.
Yep.
Player 1, he wrote his last short story, The Betrothed, shortly before his play, The Cherry Orchard. Here's the correct response. Anton Chekhov.
Okay.
Please pick again, player 1. This novelist, who wrote about gorillas in Congo, passed away in 2008. Let's hear it, player 3.
Oh.
Not John Grisham.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 1.
What is... Oh, Tom Clancy.
No.
Oh, wow.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 2. Right you are. Here's the $1,000 clue for you. His father disapproved of his poetry writing, so Chile's Naftali Ricardo Reyes Basualto adopted this pen name. Here's what we wanted. Pablo Neruda. Player 3, you're going first with Double Jeopardy, and we'll start that round right after this break. We start the Double Jeopardy categories with this one. Art and artists.
Art and artist.
It's all good.
It's all good.
South American animals.
South American animals.
NBA nicknames.
NBA nicknames.
Rivers.
Rivers.
And science adjectives.
Science
Player
adjectives.
3, you start. The unique whitish rings around its eyes are why South America's only bear has this name. Okay, player 1. Sorry, that's wrong.
Oh, well.
else care to try to come up with the correct response? Here's the response we were looking for. Spectacled bear.
Spectacled bear.
Also called tigre americano, it's unique among big cats in using its canine teeth to pierce the skull of prey. Here's what we wanted. Jaguar.
Oh, jeez.
Player 3, you pick again, please. And here's Jimmy.
The tortoise seen here lives in this island group, the name of which is appropriately Spanish for tortoises.
Okay, player 2.
What is Gallop? Yep. And she takes the lead.
Player 2, start us.
Oop, she found the daily double. One of the two daily doubles.
And you're in the lead now. You need to select your wager. Answer this. Weighing up to 35 pounds, the pacarona is one of the largest members of this mammal order. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 2.
Oh, she just
again,
took the
player
lead
2.
big time.
The soft, lustrous fleece of this smallest member of the camel family was once reserved for Incan nobility. We're talking about vicuna.
Right.
Player 2, you pick again, please. Because they're most active after dark, opossums are described as this, Latin for of the night. Let's hear it, player 1.
Nocturnal? There we go.
Player 1, make a
NBA
selection, please.
nickname for 400.
MJ.
Michael Jordan.
Okay, player 1. Select again. Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete.
It's player 3.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we... Sir Charles.
What is Charles Barkley?
It's player 1. Player 1, Mr. Clutch.
Mr. Clutch.
Let's hear it, player 2. Sorry.
Not Larry Bird.
Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Jerry West.
Oh, okay.
You get to pick again. Hondo.
Hondo.
Okay, player 2. Correct.
That's okay. We'll get
Where
her.
do we begin? Player 2. Hummus, which floats on water because of little air pockets, is described as this, from the Greek for passage. The correct response is porous. Player 2, you pick again, please. This 10-letter adjective describes a medical condition that was present at birth. Here's what we were looking for. Congenital. You again, player 2. Kelly?
Hydrogen and oxygen atoms bind tightly together to create water molecules by sharing electrons in this type of bond, from the Latin for strong together.
Yes, player 2. That's it.
Oh boy.
Player 2, choose again. Candido Rondon found the River of Doubt, now the Rio Roosevelt, which flows in this country's Amazonas state.
Amazonas state.
Player 1.
Brazil. There we go.
Player 1. British River, on which Oxford's great rival university is located.
I'm gonna have to try to take some gambles
Player
here.
1.
What is the Thames? Thames.
Sorry.
Well, either way, I'm wrong.
Any other takers? Yes, player 2.
Not the Avon.
Anyone else? Yes, player 3. That's correct. Player 3, where do we start? GE acknowledges that in the 20th century it dumped PCBs into this river around Troy. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is the Hudson?
Yes! Where do we begin, player 1? The second daily double. You are currently in second place. Decide on your wager, player 1.
I don't want to bet too big, so we're gonna go with 1,000 for right now, just to be safe.
Clue. It's fed by the Hasbani River in Lebanon and by the Banias in Syria.
What is the Jordan?
Right.
There we go.
Player 1, you pick again. Its upper part runs clear. It clouds up near Great Falls, Montana, and gets muddier from there.
It ain't the Mississippi River. I wonder if it's the Colorado River, but I'm not sure.
Here's what we wanted. The Missouri.
Oh, the Missouri, yeah, there we go.
Select again. Sarcasm aside, this word from the Greek for burning describes a substance that causes corrosion. It's player 2. That is correct. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 2. This telegraph inventor's notable portraits included those of the Marquis de Lafayette and William Cullen Bryant. Player 1.
What is Alexander Graham Bell?
No, that's not right. Any other takers? Player 3?
There's Samuel Morse, hello.
All right, let's get back into this. Player 3 has control. Picasso painted this work as a protest against the bombing of a town in the Spanish Civil War.
I'm gonna take a guess.
Let's hear it, player 1.
What is...
Sorry.
No, not that answer.
Any other takers?
Ay.
Here's what we were looking for. Guernica.
Guernica, okay.
You get to pick again, player 3. In her 1949 painting, Diego and I, Diego Rivera is depicted on her forehead.
I'm gonna just try to keep gambling here.
Let's hear it, player 1.
What is...
Any other takers?
I hate to say this, but I'm screwed.
We're talking about Frida Kahlo.
Pretty callow, okay.
Player 3, you pick again, please. Helen Frankenthaler's soak and stain technique was inspired by this artist's drip paintings.
Oh, I need to buzz in.
It's player 1.
There we go.
Player 1. One of his last paintings before his 1903 death in the South Pacific was a landscape of Brittany in winter. It's player 1. else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we were looking for. Paul Gauguin.
Paul Gauguin.
We return to you, player one. It's the car battery terminal with a plus sign. Player one. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player three. No. Anyone else? Let's hear it, player two. Good. Player two, you start. It can mean far better than average, or not yet settled, like an unpaid debt. It's player one. Yes. Okay, let's get back. The bird Ardea herodias isn't just any blue heron, it's this blue heron. Player one.
There we go.
Please pick again. As an adjective, it means very impressive. As a noun, it's a lavish production. Okay, player one. Good for you. And now the $2,000 clue. Marvin Hagler was Marvelous Marvin. Tom Seaver was nicknamed Tom This.
I'm not gonna risk it. We'll risk it all here in Final Jeopardy.
Here's the correct response. Terrific.
Terrific, yeah.
Looks like you'll all be moving on to Final Jeopardy after this break. Consider your wagers carefully as you think on this category. Adjectives. You need to select your wager.
You know what? Bet the farm and let's do this.
The Final Jeopardy clue is as follows. This word meaning gruesome was inspired by the deaths of the leaders of a Jewish revolt in the 100s BC.
Alright, let's see if we can do this.
Let's see your response. Sorry, an incorrect response will drop your score by... What did you say? And that...
Oh, yeah.
And your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? Congratulations.
Wow.
You are
I lost by
huge.
$100. Anyway, that was one heck of a good comeback. Alright guys, I'll see you all from my next video real soon.